Hello, this is Suzanne from Crochet and Chatter. I'd like to welcome everyone and my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I hope you stick around. And thank you everyone for your wonderful comments over on the Harvest Moon giveaway YouTube that I did. Wow, you guys have made such beautiful comments, and I want to thank you for that. I do try to comment or leave a heart, because I truly do read every one of those comments, and they lift my spirits. Alright, today I'm going to talk for our mini devotional, something that happened to me actually. I've been having some nightmares, and this week I had like 2 really bad ones. Well, the one dream, I was sleeping on the couch. I have sleeping issues as well as my husband does, and I usually fall asleep in the living room on the living room couch, and then I go to bed later. Well, I'm laying out there. My husband's in the bedroom with the fan on. How many of you sleep with fans on? Yeah, we're one of them. Well, I'd fallen asleep, and I was having a really bad nightmare, and I was screaming. Well, my husband, the fan stopped in the bedroom at that moment that I was screaming. My husband heard me, and he came out to the living room, and he's saying, "Babe, wake up, wake up." And I go, "What?" And he says, "You're having a really bad dream." And I said, "Yeah, you got that right." Now, for that fan to turn off at that precise moment in time, for my husband to hear me crying out and him to come out there and rescue me, wow, that is not coincidence. I firmly am a believer in that we look back on things and say, wow, that was God. And, you know, even though we have scary dreams or we're experiencing these scary times, I know a lot of people are going hungry, a lot of people are being evicted. I've never experienced that. I've always been well fed. I've always had clothes. I've always had shelter. And my heart, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. So what I have found for me and the fears that I do have to face, that are mine to face, if I give it to God and say, "God, take this away from me. I don't like being afraid. I don't like being fearful. You want us to have joy in our lives." Well, that helps me quite a bit. So if you're experiencing fears and nightmares and that kind of things, don't give up hope. Don't give up faith. Don't become discouraged. We're in this together, and we need to encourage one another. In fact, speaking of encouraging one another, I am going to be putting up a video pretty soon of a future endeavor that I am going to be doing. I have to do some more praying about it first and see which way the Lord wants me to go on it, but that's coming very soon. Alright, should we get into what I've been doing with my crochet? Alright, let's do it. Do you remember that corner to corner scarf that I was going to finish up? I finished up my little teddy bear, the Lovey Doll. Well, I decided to turn that into a pocket shawl. My mother-in-law is having her birthday September 1st. Now, this is my ex-mother-in-law from a previous marriage. I was married for 26 years and my husband had passed away. Well, love doesn't go away, and that kind of bond does not disappear just because a spouse dies. That should never happen. And we've kept in contact. I love her dearly, and we've shared so much over the years. Well, I decided for her birthday to turn that scarf into a pocket shawl, and I'll show you what I did. Now, this was the corner-to-corner scarf, as you can see in the center, and I just made the scarf really long, and then I added this border around it. And all this is a corner-to-corner scarf, and there's videos out there on borders for corner-to-corner, and I chose one of those, and I put that on, and it's really, I think it's really cute. It's the first time I kind of ventured out on my own and did something like this, and I'm so excited. Let me stand up here, see if you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. So yeah, what do you think? Yeah, see? Isn't that pretty? Let me see if you can see the back. There's the back. And this is the bottom. And I was thinking of putting the pocket like right in here. And it comes down past my knees, which ain't saying much because I'm 5 foot. But it goes way, you know, just above my knee. But I think when she's sitting down in the chair and this part's on her, like on her lap, that would be perfect. And I can already visualize her in her chair sitting with this on. And I'm so proud of it. So what do you think? I don't think it's too bad for my first try on my own of my own little design. But yeah, I'm really loving it. And as you can see, here it is. Better shot of it here. Yeah. Yeah, I think it turned out really pretty. I'll give you a little close-up of that border. I have to steam block it a little bit. I got some of the waviness out of it last night by folding it and pressing on it, but I have to steam block it when I get the pockets on. So let me come up here and sit down. Okay, I finally decided, I've been wanting to start another Afghan. I finally decided on which one I'm going to do. I'm so excited to show you. Well, remember, I like Entrelac, right? One of my favorites. That and corner to corner. It's like, it brings me such joy to do those 2 different stitches. Well, this here was that one Entrelac where you go across this way and then you keep building out. Well, I just did a little square as a little sample. And I thought, well, that might be cool. Well, then, we all know the crochet crowd and Mikey. Well, Mikey did one on a Entrelac blanket, and it turns out really nice and square. And he also shows how to come back and do the border to fill in those spaces, which is really cool. Well, this is what I've got so far. Okay, I started with this center one, and then I attached, there we go, I attached this one, and then I attached this one, and now I'm over here, now I'm attaching this one. It'll go up this way, and then I will come back, actually, I'm sorry, this here is going this way, and then it'll have a 4th square here, and then you keep building around and around and around, but it's not a circle. It ends up being a square, which is kind of cool. And this here is Debbie Norville. Well, it used to be Debbie Norville, but they changed it now to just Premier, I guess. Premier Everyday Yarn. And this color is Parrot. I'm telling you, this works out absolutely beautiful. It's my favorite variegated. I absolutely love it. And then what I'll do, when I get this one on, I'll start again filling in these spaces, and I'll come back with a solid color. It'll go here, here, and there'll be a corner here and up here. And then I'll go around again with the variegated. Well, this variegated, I'm going to keep using this variegated throughout and just put different solids in as I go around. And I think it's going to be really fun to make. I'm already enjoying it immensely. I will put the link in the description box below so that if you want to just play around with it and see what you think, those of you that like to do Entrelac, I'm just loving this. I'm just, wow, it's so cool. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that. And of course, I've got this to finish. I'll be working on this for the next couple of weeks. I want to get my daughter's prayer shawl, well, pocket shawl done too. And this is the one that I put the link in before. It was Jeannie, G-I-N-I. It's her pocket shawl and her changes that she made to the design. Very simple, very nice to do. I'm enjoying this one immensely also. So I would say I'm almost halfway on the width, and then I'll put the pockets on. These go amazingly quick because you use a larger needle on them. So yeah, it's a ton of fun. Okay, what else do I have? Oh yes, I have gotten my Crochet World magazine. On my birthday this year in May, my husband, among buying me yarn, of course, got me a subscription to Crochet World. Really great deal. I got like 2 years for $11. Can you believe it? Yeah, I was like, yay! Well, in this issue, and this is the October 2020 issue, look at this. Yeah, I'm talking, yeah. Isn't that beautiful? I fell in love with this. I immediately thought of my daughter again. My husband said, "Are you going to make one for you too?" And I says, "I might." This goes from a size small to a 3X. And it doesn't look that hard at all to do. I read over the instructions, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to make. I'll probably start this like in October, November. Her birthday's in January, so I'm thinking maybe for her birthday. But yeah, I'm in love with that. And then there was a hexagon Afghan that was, I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. I've never done an octagon Afghan or a hexagon, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I thought that was so pretty. And I subscribed to this like over 30 years ago. Why I ever stopped, I don't know. You know, life gets busy and sometimes we let things go or slide, or it's not the time for us to be crocheting. Oh, you know what? I found the back view of that. There's the back view of that cardigan. Isn't that gorgeous? And I think they used a DK weight yarn on that too. Yeah, DK. Lion Brand Mandela or Lion Brand Vanna Style Light. Yeah, I think that's going to be very pretty. Alright, I have one last thing to close with today. I dug into my recipe box and thought it'd be nice to share some of my tried and true old-time recipes, and this is a good one. This is called LA Street Cornbread. It is so simple to make. I've made this and it is so good. You take one 18.5 ounce package of yellow cake mix, one 15 ounce package of cornbread mix. You mix the cake and cornbread batters according to the package directions. So you take your cake mix it up per instructions, take your cornbread, mix it up per instructions. Then you blend it all together, both batters, turn into 2 greased 9-inch square baking pans. Bake at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. This is so good. With chili, you know, with potato soup, all that good stuff. Yeah, this is really good. One of my favorites. All right, everyone. That's all I have for today. It has been a busy week. I will also be talking about an upcoming YouTube series that I will be starting. I haven't ironed out all the details yet. I have to pray some more about it and get some more of God's direction. But I think it's going to be awesome. And I will be telling you about that maybe in about 2-3 weeks. So anyway, you know, keep your crochet hooks warm. Your heart full of love. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for pressing that like button. You guys mean the world to me. All right, go out and have a great weekend. I know I will.